Earlier this week, we brought you the story of a young man ripped from this world so soon. But tonight, out of that tragedy comes a moment of grace. Kevin Reese shows us how a family's grief is met with a remarkable act of forgiveness.
I just love them so much. I just wish, like, I could just hug them again.
The conversation in Dallas was difficult. Just hours after, the Burns family lost their oldest son. Ronnie Burns II and best friend Jaden Fleming broadsided in Houston by an allegedly impaired driver fleeing from police. And Wednesday would be more difficult. The Dallas family visiting the Houston crash scene
hurt
for the very first time.
So sad that my son had to go in such a way.
Son gone. You know what I'm saying? Like I will never be able to talk to him, touch him.
But this was happening too. The suspect, Rene Hernandez, wheeled out of a Houston hospital, but offering an apology before he was taken to jail.
That I'm sorry and that I hope that the Lord forgives me and that I hope the Lord's with them and through their pain and their suffering.
And then the Burns families.
Well, I wouldn't accept that.
Remarkable response.
If he was man enough to apologize and we hold himself accountable enough for his mistakes, yes, we'll accept that.
Forgiveness is part of being a Christian, and it was senseless, but everybody makes mistakes.
The criminal justice system, however, alleges this is murder, not a mistake. Rene Hernandez is in the Harris County Jail, charged with 2 counts of murder, since the deaths happened while he was fleeing police. A GoFundMe account is raising funeral expenses for both families. Services for the fraternity brothers and best friends are pending. In Dallas, I'm Kevin Reese.
Reminds me of a famous quote from Gandhi: "The weak can never forgive. Forgiveness is the attribute of the strong." We've put a link to the GoFundMe Kevin mentioned on our website. You can find it listed in this story on WFAA.com.